Hi guys, I'm back. I know it's been a really long time, but I honestly have just been really busy with a lot of things, as well as with school mostly, and it was just taking up a lot of my time, and I had a lot of things going on, and I hope you guys can forgive me because I'm back again, and I'm up for a video, and I'm pretty darn sure you guys are going to enjoy this one because I just got back from seeing The Fault in Our Stars movie the day before it came out, because I went to go see The Night Before Our Stars. What? I know. If you guys don't know what The Night Before Our Stars is, then it is a preview showing before the first showing on June 6th. I got to see it on June 5th. That's what today is. There were like 650 or somewhere around there theaters that got to participate, and I had one in my area, so me and my mom went because she had read the book and she really wanted to see it. What it is you get to see the movie one day ahead, as well as at the end of the movie, all of these theaters link up to a live chat with the cast, the crew, and John Green himself. And so that was really great. You got to have Twitter questions sent in, and we got to have interactive stuff and some musical performances, and it was a lot of fun after the movie. And then I'm just saying, this movie was absolutely amazing. If you have not seen the movie, then I just am saying, until you have seen the movie, then please do not watch this because I really do not want to spoil you, and there's definitely going to be spoilers in here. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the movie, I'm going to talk about the experience, and I'm going to talk about everything. So yeah, if you do not want to get spoiled, then please leave now. You can come back and watch this at any time. It's going to be on the internet. You can see it forever. You can see it 18 years from now. It doesn't matter to me. I've been so excited about going and seeing this for a whole month, I think. So we heard about these tickets through a live chat with some of the cast and some more musical stuff before the movie came out, so I mean I wasn't spoiled or anything. If you guys want to see that, I have a link down below so you guys can go watch that if you want. When you got there, you got an exclusive little Fault in Our Stars bracelet, which looks like this, and it just says The Fault in Our Stars. If it'll turn that way, it's not turning that way. It says The Fault in Our Stars, and it's just like a little bracelet. And then you also got a little poster with signed stuff from Shailene and Nat and Ansel and John Green himself. So I'm super excited. It's going up in my room somewhere. I'm not really sure because I got a lot of posters in here. So I don't know. Now once we got in, we left a half an hour early. We were going to leave an hour early, but you know, we just wanted to look nice. Like I'm wearing, I don't know if you could see it, but it says okay and okay on it. It's one of those little Fault in Our Stars shirts. And seriously, girls were screaming. Everything was happening. We were so excited. Seriously, there was so much excitement in that room. And the movie started. Super excited. And we ended up watching it. Now, I just want to talk about a few things. The movie was beyond what I thought it was going to be. Like, I figured there were going to be things that they messed up, and that were going to be, you know, usually book to movie adaptations are never as good as the movie, or the book is to the movie, and it's never as good as that. But I swear, they did such a beautiful job. And I mean, there were some parts where I wish that there were some more emotions, and then sometimes there were parts where I wish there was a way to hear Hazel's dialogue, because it's like, I knew it was happening, but I don't know if the audience who hadn't read the book knew it was happening. But I figure if you're gonna go see this movie, you really should just read the book first. One thing that my mom didn't like was that Isaac was a bit cooler than he was portrayed in the book. And if you've seen the posters, you know what Isaac looks like in the movie. And in the book, I'm pretty sure he has blonde hair, and he seemed more geeky seeming looking, and they ended up having cooler clothes. Things were more materialistic, and then also he had black hair, and even all the way down to his glasses, they were still, you know, they were still kind of cute glasses. So it still ended up being where we just wished Isaac was a little bit more himself, but at the same time, I absolutely love Nat. He's a great actor, so I still really enjoyed the movie with him in it. And then I think Shailene and Ansel, they both did a great job at showing off Hazel and Augustus. They just did such a good job. They were so passionate about what they were doing that they really became these characters. And some of the things I really loved was just because they were very emotional. During the moments when Hazel was with her parents, or a really significant part that me and my mom really loved was the character balance and the character emotions. When Hazel and her mom had that moment where Hazel was trying to talk to her mom about wanting to go and meet Van Houten and wanted to go and see him because he just got that email response, and she was super, super excited, and her mom just really, they didn't have enough money, you know, to go and take her to and do all of her dreams and everything, and go to see him and all of that in Amsterdam. But their emotions were so strong in that scene, and I just absolutely adored it. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about, because that scene was really significant to me. And then the other scenes where Shailene was crying, she did such a good job, and I just think her character was portrayed so well. Another emotional moment that I really, really adored was when Gus was at the gas station, and, you know, he's like throwing up on himself. He's like spitting out blood, and there's stuff, running noses, and there's tears, and his face is all puffy, and all this stuff is happening. And I just love how raw and honest it is, because usually in movies they portray these characters that are so pretty and perfect, and, you know, in those moments they're so raw and so honest, and that's what I love about it, because they aren't trying to movie it up, you know, they're not trying to make it look like more than real life, you know, and try not to show those bits. They're showing all of the ups and all of the downs, and I just love that. I love it and adore that, because that's what this book is. This book is honest. This book is telling the truth. This book is talking about very emotional things and very complicated and interesting and completely horrible things, and how it really is. It's very real. And I think that's why we all adore this book, and that's why I think I really adored the movie, because they did such a good job. Another thing I really liked is they really stuck to the storyline. There were a few things that changed, like the first time that Hazel and Augustus had met, they bumped into doors, they bumped into each other, and then he bumped into the door, but that's not how it happened in the book. And I mean, I'm not really upset about that, because it's just a small detail. It's nothing like major. It's not something that's going to change the entire plot. So, I mean, I still adored it. I feel like this movie, as long as you kept to the major themes, it was flexible. And I think that they kept to two very major things. One of the plot lines that they kept out completely was they never talked about Caroline. I really love that bit in the book, but I understand they didn't have a lot of time, and her character was not a main character or even a main side plot, so I just felt like it was okay that they didn't talk about her. I just think it was really, really amazing. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. And I'm sorry if I spoiled you, because at this point you're definitely spoiled. If there's anything you guys want to ask me about the movie, like that you thought they changed, or you want to discuss with me about stuff, anything about the movie or the book, whatever, just put it down there in the comments and I will have a conversation with you. I wanted to talk to you guys about the second part. After the movie ended, we got to watch a live chat broadcast to all of these places all at once. It was a live chat with the cast. So you had Shailene, Ansel, Nat, John Green, and producer and the director. I'm not sure what their names are. Twitter questions that were sent in using hashtag #AskTFIOS, and then you also had people who attended the actual live chat legit in the live studio, and some of those people got to answer some cool questions. And the questions that they asked were really great. There were several that I really enjoyed, but it was really funny. We got to this point where it was talking about scenes that had happened, and some things where they were like goofing off during the scenes. And there was one where Shailene actually got a bee stuck between the cannula and her neck, and it stung her. And they were talking about how we need to save the bees because bees are dying, and they got on a whole tangent about bees, and it was really hilarious. I really love that bit. I wonder if they're going to put it online. I don't know if it's online right now, and if it is, I'll put a little link down there so you guys can watch it. Some of the things that happened in it were some hugs. You got some live performances by Birdie and also by Nat and his brother, and those were really great. I really love Birdie, so she's wonderful. I love her performance, and it actually brought Shailene to tears. She was literally crying at that point. But there was also a really neat question that I really enjoyed was, do you see people who have cancer differently now that you've done this film, and like, do you look at them differently and understand them differently? And I just loved Ansel's and Shailene's comments on this, and that they never have gone through cancer themselves, and even through this performance they still have no idea. You know, they can never put themselves into their shoes. They can always empathize with them, but it's like it's a different feeling because you've never experienced it. There's no way to experience it without having cancer. There's no way to know all of that. You also, at the end of the Q&A, there was a scene where John Green was actually in the movie, and it was a deleted scene. They never put it in. But if you remember the scene in the book where Hazel's at the mall and she's talking to a little kid who is walking by and her mom's trying to pull the little kid out of the way. And she's talking about the funny things in her nose, and she takes them off and lets the little girl try them. Well, they did a scene at the airport with John Green and a little girl, and the little girl wanted to try it on, and John Green's trying to pull this kid away, and it's hilarious. It's a great scene. It's really funny to watch because it's so weird and surreal seeing John Green in his own movie book world. So I thought that was really interesting. So at this point, you know, all the performances have happened, all the things have happened, and it just ended, and we're just sort of all sitting there like, did this just really happen? Did that really just happen? And so me and my mom had a long discussion about the book, and I'm now discussing some of those ideas to you guys. There's definitely more that I could talk about. There's tons of movie that I could talk about. But overall, I loved the movie. 5 out of 5 stars, just like the book. It was amazing and wonderful. And then me and my mom went to Walmart afterwards, and I ended up picking up this book. And it's called This Star Won't Go Out. And it's by Esther Earl, and some stuff with John Green and, like, her parents and stuff. And if you guys don't know, the book was obviously influenced by her story, being that John Green knew Esther, but it was never about her. And so I wanted to really read about her story because I don't really know her story. We know Hazel's story. And it was a work of fiction, but this is like her real story, and I just really wanted to read it. So I think that's all that happened. We got the bracelets, we got all the things, we watched the movie, we discussed it, we talked about the Q&A and discussed it, and then we discussed it on the way home. Now I'm discussing it with you guys, and there's so much I could discuss with you guys. So if there's anything else you guys want to know, please let me know it out in the comments, because I don't think I can talk any longer. My throat is seriously like, I hate you. Not you guys, me. So anyway, I'm sorry I've been gone. I'm hopefully going to be doing more videos, and I love you all, and yeah. Bye, guys!